I know the writing recently hasn't been too good, but I'm really excited for the long night. I'm sure D&D will have cooked up something really cool. I love this song. You know, when this shit played, anything could happen. One episode, the world is about to end. Next week is a filler. It rolls by. You decide to watch it because you're 12 and think that if you hold your palm in front of your eye long enough, you'll unlock the Sharingan and be able to hide the red eye you got from your crush hitting you, like in one of those cutesy anime shows. Wait. I remember. It wasn't my crush. It was her boyfriend, President Trump. That was a flashback. You decide to watch the filler show, and the first thing you see is Naruto's clones going on a strike, claiming abuse and demanding better working conditions. Like, what? So, unemployment song. As a Greek, I'm very familiar with this. Now, unlike you, Americans, who are very proficient at self-sabotaging, you guys don't really mean business with it. During the economic crash in October 2009, unemployment rates hit 10%. That was your peak. On June 2013, in Greece, it hit 28%. In the US, college graduates couldn't find a job in their sector. In Greece, college graduates could not find a job as a waiter. Youth unemployment was at 58% in 2013. The COVID unemployment in the US peaked at 14.7% on April 2020. Yeah, it was sad. Wait, this isn't the funny type of unemployment. This is too depressing. This song more so fits the unemployment rate of, let's say, Japan or South Korea. If you've escaped employment here, you've done something impressive. You're not suicidal. Did y'all hear? Kai broke up with his girlfriend, guys. What a great thing it must be, having every day be a Saturday. FaZe also broke up. Banks was upset. He was disappointed he wasn't able to pass on the scam baton and for his crypto sons to be able to carry on his bodied up legacy. We all have that one friend that whenever you invite them, they seem to be always busy. It's like normal excuses are, I have to take care of the kids. I have to do work. What do you have to do? People watch? I do sympathize though. It becomes far harder to avoid things you don't want to do because you lack I have work as an excuse. Just because you don't have a job, that doesn't mean you can't support a living for yourself. You could become a monk, right? These are the enlightened no-jobbers. These guys have commodified sitting. Your fat ass will be at home right there. But you don't have to aim low just because you're unemployed. There's a lot of rich unemployed people. They're called streamers. Actually, you might find them in one of the malls you people watch. You know what? Hold on. If an unemployed person is watching and donating to another unemployed person, is this actually worse than a cuck? Okay, I'm curious now. So let's power scale cucking. Now, the bottom of the list, meaning the least cucked, would be normal cucks, right? Out of the question, they have to be better than every other form because these guys have jobs, right? And then they let the wives and girlfriends, use that money. So these guys have to be better than unemployed cucks, right? So above that, you have YouTube cucks, me. Then you have you, and because streamers are even more evil than YouTubers, you have the streamers on second place, and the most cucked at the top of the cuck chain are the real motherfuckers, the Twitch frogs. These guys do it like no one else. Now, while monks are driven by the pursuit of enlightenment and being a good person, streamers are driven by insecurity and are in pursuit of institutionally overthrowing traffic law. Now, this might make you think, oh, these people are totally different. But besides that, they're very similar. Both accept donations, both pray for more followers, both make money doing nothing, and both commit crimes. You may think, oh, monks are poor though. Well, not necessarily. If you apply yourself, you too can eventually make it up the ranks and be in prime position to take advantage of people. But that takes so long. I mean, come on. Does it really take that much longer than the experience you would have to get to enter an entry-level job nowadays? 5 years, decades? What's the difference? It's really funny to see all the different types of cope some of these people will give. Oh man, I don't want to be part of the system, said the parasite, leeching off his parents. I'm self-employed instead. I mean, throughout history, artists have been able to swindle people into thinking they're doing anything productive with their life. How much of this art did you produce today? Well, I had writer's block, so I couldn't quite think of anything. I would love to have that as an excuse. Can you imagine? Oh, I can't think of the code today, guys, sorry. You know what? I have a slur for these artists. You know what I call them? Robot trainers. Sloppers once removed, and they all converge into this cesspool where showering twice a week is seen as a productive badge of honor. Anti-work. The worst of the subreddits. Pure cesspool of ants. Actually, we don't like being compelled and forced by the government to work and wish we could actually decide whenever we felt like it. You know, that sounds more moral, doesn't it? Freedom of choice. You ever heard about that, Worky? Well, the thing is, the moment you are born, you are forced into a social contract, and that sounds like a horrible idea. However, the alternative would be to live out like an animal by yourself with all the lions and gorillas and get shredded by everyone. When you have to cooperate, you have to do things you don't want to do. But cooperation means that you are in a preferable situation, right? No, I actually want to be a gorilla. That sounds a lot more fun. In fact, let's do this. Let's gather everyone and go make petitions to the government. Go out and protest. No more work. I won't go. Alright, that can be our slogan. We can petition for the dissolution of the government. It's not like we have anything else to do. We can complain about it for a couple of hours and then go home and play League anyway. Question: what do unemployed women do? Play TFT. This is not even an insult thing. Think of the biggest bum you know. She's Emerald in TFT. The reason she plays that of all games is because she's too socially stunted to handle the Sims. There's a specific subset you might come across on the internet sometimes, which I call the terminally online unemployed manic pixie. She spends too much time on forums and threads, gossiping and psychoanalyzing every single behavior random people may have, shipping them and occasionally doxing them. Isn't she perfect? Unemployed people, the funny kind, are masters of time magic. They can make any amount of time disappear, free of cost. You can start at any point of the day and suddenly whole hours are stolen and they waste away. They're able to just hide 8 hours at a time of a day. And time blends together, making it really hard to tell apart. And even being around them, you feel like your own time starts to get wasted away. But don't worry. Any time you waste, they make sure to recycle into wasting it double the amount. You think doom scrolling for a couple hours is bad? These guys have been doing it non-stop since graduation. One final thing, be careful. They might be closer than you think. Just like that. 8 minutes of your life, gone. They're mine now. And I'll do it again. I'm threatening to make more videos.